Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, 88.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Let's go.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
We are going.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
We got 3. Everyone, wide 8.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott on 1st down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Cooper was the intended target. Green Bay's offense trots back onto the field, and this is a team that has struggled. It's 2 straight losses now, 4-6-1, and it's just looking like it might not be their year. They're going to need to run the table and then probably need a little help as well.
And already their quarterback, their leader, Aaron Rodgers, who's powered them to so many playoff appearances when things look bleak. Remember the one year? RELAX won the division. Remember when he talked about running the table? Ended up getting to the playoffs, if not winning the division. He said yesterday, well, my focus is Arizona. Then we get Atlanta at home. Then we go to Chicago, a place where we've played pretty well and beat the Bears a number of times. Then we go and take on the Jets. And then we're home against Detroit. He pretty much has spelled it out again, the path to the playoffs.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble, the second it was leaving his hand.
Get out. Here we go, 46.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
To throw is Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The give is to Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Gun. Here we go, wide 8.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away, and the Cowboys are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Let's go, come on.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Pass incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Don't go over here. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Zoom, zoom.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Everybody, line in. Here we go, 46, 46. Hustle, hustle.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Everybody, line in. 26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Everybody, go to 54, go to 54, line in. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the... And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Graham displaying the strength. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. A first down throw for Prescott. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now, as they will send this one away. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camp.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
46.
On third down, it's Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
46.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 47. 47.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
46.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him. even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has the only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
So, hey, let's go, come on.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd down, Prescott. Flushed out right. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Here we go. Here we go, 47.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he's caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. So bad mistake there by the kicker as the ball goes out of bounds. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
I said my name is Juice. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already lived.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gotta go. Red, up.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
There you go. You see it? We're go.
They run. This is Cohen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Trubisky eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. A second down throw for Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott taking it in, and the Cowboys are in for 6. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And this one is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. David Irving busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Boy, C.D. Mack, just from day one, he's looked so good in a Bears uniform, literally and figuratively. And some Raiders fans watching this saying, oh, I wish we had him on our team.
Yeah, just about every Raiders fan saying, he looked a lot better in silver and black. Why don't we still have him? But in Chicago, immediately comfortable, fit right into their defensive scheme. They said, go get the passer, and that's exactly.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 3rd and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. All right, 26.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Red, up. Red, up. Come on, gotta go.
On 1st down, Trubisky steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Running with Elliott. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And now another one thrown incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
On third down, Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go on fourth down with Trubisky. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well,
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robert. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there, and in a big way.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Trubisky to throw again. Dancing to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. David Irving in there to get him for his second sack of the night. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gotta go.
They come up in an offset eye. Trubisky will throw, escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Lock in.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. Here's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson from 3 yards out. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18. Set up. 180.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
18.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Throwing here, Prescott. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's across for the touchdown.
public, hated or love it, the underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me. Tennessee is that presidents. Drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. To the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death. Friend protecting that. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Kiss to death. Friend protecting neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn them yet another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, all right.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
You see it?
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, that starts the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, 46.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Deion Bush with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are in for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage. Back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll give to Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now Prescott forced out to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Move.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the toss, Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They try again with Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, they run with Howard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Howard again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play.
Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Got it. Here we go. 46, 46. Here we go. 46. 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it.
Time.